This is on.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and call the regular council meeting for Crystal City City Council for Monday, March 24th, 2025 to order. Everyone please rise for a pledge of allegiance led by Councilperson Friedmeier.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. I'll go ahead and take roll. Councilperson Bradley? Councilperson Kemfer? Councilperson Ginevra? Councilperson Friedmeier? Councilperson Fisher? Councilperson Bailey? Councilperson Winkleman? Councilperson Massa? Perfect. Once you get a moment to look at the agenda, I'll entertain a motion to approve the agenda for the council meeting of March 24th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, has the agenda been posted, dated, and signed? Thank you, ma'am. All right, we got a couple minutes here. I'll entertain a motion to approve the regular council minutes for February 24th, 2025, once you had a moment to look through those.
Make a motion to approve, minutes from council meeting February 24th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Make a motion,
Hearing none, motion carries. No, you're good. I like it. Yep. The closed minutes for February 24th, 2025.
make a motion to approve the minutes from the closed meeting on February 24th, 2025.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to approve the closed minutes from the council meeting on March 10th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion on those? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Pub-
Make a motion to approve closed minutes from council meeting on March 17th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, public comment, I have none.
takes us to check register and financial report, sales tax report.
Make a motion to approve check register bills, financial report, and sales tax report.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion, I would like to point out, our sales tax in the brick and mortar store is kinda down for the year, but then our use tax for online sales has jumped up about 10,000. So, you know, we're still a little bit off on that, but there is a distinction on consumer spending is going a little bit down for the time being, but online sales is up, so, I mean,
You may know this, Walmart sales, if you do online shopping, how does that go? Does that go to online sales, or is that?
It'll be you'll still get charged the same amount of sales tax, basically.
And it shows up on this sign?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever Walmart remits, whether they do it monthly, quarterly,
No.
it'll come through.
Not like an Amazon purchase?
Correct.
Okay.
To my knowledge.
A lot of people use it, it's getting big,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Just curious.
All right, any other discussion on, bills, checks? All right, I had a motion and a second, so all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to allow the city administrator and finance director to make the necessary budget adjustments for the 24-25 budget.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussions, questions for Jason, anything? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Moving on to our committee reports. Mr. Turner, you added some pictures for us?
Yeah, I'll give you a little illustration. I tell you sometimes what we're doing, but sometimes maybe little pictures might help a little bit.
I like the pictures. That's a nice touch, and it's easy to do, so I appreciate that.
It was easy once I figured it out.
Okay.
So this looks like industrial drive?
Yeah, that's, Goodwin Drive and Industrial Drive, that Chuck Times did last month. And then the other two are down on Hickey White Park.
That's the footing for the new bathroom. Yes, sir. Yep. Yep. All right, Mr. Bova's report's in there. They had a busy month. I'm glad it rained a little bit. Well, you guys got a lot of rain, or we got a lot of rain up here. I was down home fixing tornado damage, so I missed all the rain, so, all right. Moving on to Mr. Sullivan. You have anything to add to your report?
Anything else to add at this time?
All righty. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Sullivan? All right, moving on to Chief Helms. You have your report?
I did have a question for Chief.
Yes, sir.
If possible, hopefully we can make this happen. Great report, gives a lot of detail, but on the arrest, any way we can get more detail? Are these 39 jaywalking arrests, or are these 39 shoplifting? Just so we know, basically, what do people get arrested for in our town? We have no idea. I don't know that citations and reports are necessary, I mean, that's,
I like that.
But I, on the arrest part, just how bad is our community? Type thing, yeah.
The police do a good job of making sure we have a good community, but I would,
With a felony and misdemeanor arrest, is that a classification that you can
Could be.
or? Could be.
Yeah.
But it might even be
I would like
a
a,
little more specific than that even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if the more detail, the better. Like, I mean, we got two, like, you could do a mis-
Speak with him, he's showing us pictures.
yeah, no name.
Pictures.
Yeah, redact the names, obviously, but
We need names right on here, but, yeah.
I agree. Councilperson Bradley, that's a good idea. All right. If there's no other questions for Chief?
Can I missed Mr. Turner's, I wanted to ask about the water meters. Which water meters are we swapping out now? You said one,
Residential, just our residential meters, they quit working, we'll switch them out. If they're inside, we've been bringing them all
Oh.
our service meters.
Okay, so how old are the ones that you're updating?
Right now, Lisa and Dan just finished our list, so we backdated. I've got a couple on there for 2018, but most
Okay.
of them are 2021 and newer.
Really?
That's
Okay.
just quit working, or they're just older ones that we just haven't gotten to.
Because, yeah, it just didn't seem like that long ago that we replaced all of them, and I guess now they're
Yeah.
not working again.
They don't look, some of them we replaced within 5 years, they just don't hold up as well.
Okay.
Are we still moving them? There's a couple of houses, like they're in the basement, we're still have a,
Yeah, they're doing, we've got a few on our list coming up here in May that we're gonna do.
About how many's left inside?
I don't know off the top of my head.
100, 50?
Probably around there.
Around
I know we don't have, just our older buildings, like on this side, a lot of the duplexes and apartments, most of them are still inside.
Yeah.
I'd like to get them out. I mean, I know you guys are working on them and it's
Just
weather.
got our Riverview, or not Riverview Bends, but Cummings replaced, or, they're replacing all their meters while that's been down for rehab, so.
No, I know we do it, it's just, it takes a little bit of time to move those meters,
Yeah.
from inside to, digging a pit and everything like that, so.
Yep, and I think we just got another 25 on our list over here.
About 25 a year, so it's slow, that's all we got.
But they're anywhere from $300 to $2,000 each, so.
Right. No, I think we're making good headway there, so.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions for the committee reports? Moving on to council liaison. Library School Board, Mr. Fisher.
The library has always got fun stuff going on. They had a really cool thing with third graders about the Lorax. People dressed up, kids loved it. That was a great program. And I think it was just a day or two ago that Crafts with Brandy. So if you don't go to the library very often, you might want to check in. There's always something fun going on there.
Yeah, no, Miss Shirley's done a great job. I don't know if I have, Mr. Turner followed her on TikTok lately. I'm not on TikTok, but Miss Shirley is going to the age of the library has a TikTok, so there you go. You're gonna, it's a information out to the public, so that's what we're after. So I think they're doing a great job at the library, so
That's all I have.
thank you, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Bailey, Park Board, Green Business?
The park board has, gotten their hail damage done finally, and
Okay.
got that taken care of. The summit's in good shape now.
All right,
And things are coming along well with the Hickey White Park, so.
good, perfect, thank you. Planning and zoning, Mr. Friedmeier?
We have a meeting on April the 10th, 6:30. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Zoning Appeals Board, Mr. Ginever.
So the last, council meeting we had, we said we're gonna have a zoning and appeals meeting in March, and Mr. Sullivan says that that's been resolved and we don't need a meeting, so
Oh,
no meeting this month.
all works out. All right, does anyone moving on to public response, does anyone in the audience wish to speak on anything related to the previous council meeting on February 24th? All right, if not, moving on to old business, we have none. New business, we have none. That takes us to our ordinances and resolutions. And we have, all of them are running twice. And, I'll entertain a motion to read Bill 1977-2025 on its first read by title only.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1977-2025 by title only, please?
Make a motion.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ordinance 1977-2025 on its first read by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1977-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1977-2025 on
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
So how's this amount, 10,727,000, compare to the current budget year? I imagine it's grown a bit, but.
I didn't bring that paperwork with me, but
Just $190,000, so it's not like our first $10 million budget or anything like that.
No,
last year we were at
10.2.
$222,994.
Thank you.
I was gonna ask something similar, but, just,
That includes the library and park.
okay.
There's the different funds, what it's grown. So that was in your work session packet last week, the different changes. So basically, the general fund expenditures increased by $105,000.
The reason I wanted to ask about it was because I remember 10 million from a long time ago. It seems like we've been right at about 10 million for 15 years or so. Is that true? No?
We got budget reports that we get done, probably takes a month or two, but then there's always, by statute, we have to have a budget folder in the city clerk's office that goes through basically everything that we did. We'll talk about our finances. It takes me and Barb about a month or two to pull that together, but usually by June or so, it's in there. But we've been hovering around, depends on grants, it depends on grants. We get grants, that brings it up. If not, last year, I think we didn't have any grants last year. I think we did everything on our own, minus, the CDBG grant. CDBG grant, but it just varies on our grant. But we've been around that 10 million mark for, 3 to 5 years at least, probably.
All right. I believe I had a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1977-2025 by title only, please?
Making a motion to accept ordinance 1977-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1977-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley?
Yes.
Councilperson Kemfer?
Yes.
Councilperson Ginever?
Yes.
Councilperson Freemeyer?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? Bill number 1977-2025 now becomes ordinance 1977-2025. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Thank you, ma'am. I'll entertain a motion to read Bill 1978-2025 on its first reading by title only.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1978-2025 by title only, please?
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1978-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1978-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion?
Are the terms, anything in here, vacation, sick days, that have been adjusted, it's the same from last year? Thank you.
Any further? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1978-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1978-2025 by title only, please?
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1978-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1978-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any discussion? I do have a question. Well, no, I'm good. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I will poll the council. Councilperson Bradley?
Yes.
Councilperson Kemfer? Councilperson Ginever?
Yes.
Councilperson Freemeyer?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? Bill number 1978-2025 now becomes ordinance 1978-2025. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1979-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Give me a second, I just gotta flip there to it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1979-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1979-2025 on its first reading by title only, 2025-2016 in context, on the ordinance establishing rules, regulations, salaries, and hourly rates of pay, emergency pay, and sick leave for certain employees of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, and repealing prior ordinances in which are in direct conflict with this ordinance and any amendments thereto.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1979-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1979-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion?
Got one question, everything that we kinda kicked back, is everything good, or?
The only thing that changed on this one was the hourly rate, which was $1 an hour that the council agreed to. And then you, under the service compensation check, does not include those, but the council will look at it mid-year to determine if it's okay. That's the three things that pretty much was agreed on.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1979-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1979-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1979-2025 on its second and final reading by title only, 2025-2015 contract, an ordinance establishing rules, regulations, salaries, and hourly rates of pay, emergency pay, and sick leave for certain employees of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, and repealing prior ordinances in which are in direct conflict with this ordinance and any amendments thereto.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1979-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1979-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley?
Yes.
Councilperson Kemfer? Councilperson Ginever?
Yes.
Councilperson Freemeyer?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? All right, Bill number 1979-2025 now becomes ordinance 1979-2025. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1980-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1980-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1980-2025 on its first reading by title only, an ordinance of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, approving an employment agreement for the purpose of retaining the city administrator, North Reagan Mayor Mike Osher, execute on behalf of the city the employment agreement and any other documents necessary therefore.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1980-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1980-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion?
The copy that's in the packet, and there's a separate copy
Oh,
here.
There was a discrepancy. There was
not a spelling error, but just a numerical error. So you have the actual, with the correct information, it's a supplement.
Is a supplement that's
Yeah,
here on the
and the
deck.
only thing changed, the numbers were all the same, it was just the spelling of one was off.
Okay.
So, sorry, I should have mentioned that.
And I didn't do it.
It made it through a couple of.
I've been correcting my spelling.
He does mine too, so he's pretty valuable. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1980-2025 on second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1980-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 19-2025 on its second and final reading by title only, an ordinance of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, approving an employment agreement for the purpose of retaining the city administrator and authorizing Mayor Michael Church to execute on behalf of the city the employment agreement and any other documents necessary therefore.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1980-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1980-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any further discussion?
And going back, this document is the
That's
one
the
that's
correct.
available to the public
Yes.
too, so.
That's correct. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I will poll the council. Councilperson Bradley? Councilperson Kemfer?
Yes.
Councilperson Ginever?
Yes.
Councilperson Friedmeier?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? All right, bill number 1980-2025 now becomes ordinance 1980-2025. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1981-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1981-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1981-2025 on its first reading by title only, an ordinance of the city council of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, resolving the municipal division of the city of Crystal City and directing that violations of the city's ordinances be adjudicated by a circuit judge or associate circuit judge of the 23rd Judicial Circuit, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, and establishing an effective date.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1981-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1981-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion?
So this indicates the establish an effective date. I find the date October 1st, 2025 as that's the date we expect it to be completed, and or what is the timetable procedure? Is it something that's gonna wind down or something that's just going to end on October 1st?
So there's a 6-month, once we pass this ordinance and take it to the circuit court, there's a 6-month transition process that will start on or around April 1st. So that 6 months would put it at October 1st when we should be completely out of the municipal court. It'll be at the 23rd Judicial Court in Jefferson County.
So people with current warrants are still coming to court here throughout this 6-month period.
There'll be, and Shelley may be able to talk a little bit more on this, but there'll be a period of time, and Brandon and our legal team will put together a plan and walk us through all this. There'll be a 6-month period where probably the court plus the girls in the front office will have to help transition this. And then at some point, they'll direct, our officers to quit writing court dates for Crystal City and what will become a court date in Jefferson County.
Okay.
So a lot of these is still unknown
Right.
for us. Kelly went through it and just recently helped Turkey in this transition. Renee did as well, and so did two other of our clerks. So they're a little bit familiar with the process. I'm not. It's all a learning process for us, but it'll take, there's a 6-month mandatory process. So, that's kind of, and the court knows we're coming.
Okay.
Haven't passed it.
Okay.
Do you have a plan for maybe a press release to let people know whatever the date is? I know you don't know. After a certain date, you're gonna be going out here instead of here.
Yeah, we will have a media presence on that. Ms. Goldie out there in the audience will be writing that article, so.
Once you figure out when that is.
Yeah, there's a whole lot unknowns yet. Once we get this done, we'll get a brand in hand, and then we'll meet down here and start the process of what it looks like.
Yep. All right. I had a motion and a second on the table. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Second.
First,
Nope, we need a motion.
second now.
Yes.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1981-2025 on second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1981-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1981-2025 on its second and final reading by title only, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, dissolving the municipal division of the City of Crystal City, and directing that operations of the city's ordinances be adjudicated as circuit judge or associate circuit judge of the 23rd Judicial Circuit, repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith and establishing an effective date.
Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1981-2025 on second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1981-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley?
Yes.
Councilperson Kemfer?
Yes.
Councilperson Ginever?
Yes.
Councilperson Friedmeier?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? Bill number 1981-2025 now becomes ordinance 1981-2025. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1982-2025 on first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1982-2025 by title only, please? Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1982-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1982-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1982-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1982-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1982-2025 on its second and final reading by title only, an ordinance of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, providing for the amendment of Chapter 2, Article 2, Division 1, Section 2-20 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Crystal City, Missouri, ordinance number 705, Section 2, passed on the 9th day of October, 1969, establishing compensation for the council of the City of Crystal City, Missouri.
Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to accept ordinance 1982-2025 on second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1982-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any discussion?
I've got one thing.
Yes, sir.
Did we?
Mr. Ginever. Nah, I'm good. I had two of you going at once.
We asked the same question a lot. Did we forget to talk about the treasurer salary when we were talking during our work session? I noticed we've got an ordinance for council, an ordinance for mayor, and then the only other elected salary position's the treasurer, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, there was, the ordinances that we found related to this, the council and treasurer were treated as the same.
Oh, okay.
So the treasurer gets the same increase.
Oh, okay, I didn't understand that.
So, and the way it works is, the folks that are up for election this year, compensation goes into effect for those people, if this passes. Then the people that aren't up for election will get it next year, after next April. So only five, I believe there's five up this year. Taylor, John, Gary, and Jack. So it is the opposite of what I was telling you, but I knew it was something else. But what we found is it's the people that are up for election receive it.
Gotcha.
No, yeah, you can't, yeah.
Because they don't know if they're gonna be in office or not. So.
All right.
I have also.
Mr. Winkleman.
Another question, and that was one of the questions that I had, how soon, or did we ever determine which one of those ordinances or received that? It says the date of October 1969 in it, that's when pay for the council was established, but research anymore, I know it's at least 25 years since.
I don't know how this transpired. So here's what we found. There was an ordinance, 705 in 1969, that set the pay for the council at $50 and $100 for the mayor. We found an ordinance in 2012 that had it at $100 and $350, which is what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
I was elected in 2000, and it was the same then.
Mr. Chair.
Terry was elected in 1960-something.
Oh.
At some point, I was on there before
Mr.
So, there's some discrepancy on when it was changed.
The pay there was $50 plus $50 for, operating allowance, and some people were afraid that they'd get an IRS audit, and wouldn't be able to show that they spent $50 during the course of the month on being a council member. So that's whenever it was actually changed. It was, you were getting $100 before that, but when it actually went to pay, instead of pay plus compensation, was whatever you talked about.
Well, that makes sense why we can't.
Nothing in between that I've seen that established anything different. So that's when we went back to the original 1959, because the 2012 ordinance was exactly what I was getting paid 20 years, 25 years.
And actually it's 58.
Perfect. All right, I did have a motion. Does anybody else have any discussion items on that? All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
All righty. Hearing Jack, I'll go ahead and poll the council. Councilperson Bradley?
Yes.
Councilperson Kempfer?
Yes.
Councilperson Ginever?
No.
Councilperson Friedmeier?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? All right, motion carries. Bill number 1982-2025 will become ordinance 1982-2025 with my signature. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Perfect. All right, moving on to 1983.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1983-2025, first reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the first reading of Bill 1983-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number 1983-2025 on its first reading by title only, an ordinance of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, providing for the amendment of chapter 2, article 3, division 2, section 2-55 of the code of ordinances of the city of Crystal City, Missouri, ordinance number 705, section 1, passed on the 9th day of October 1969, establishing compensation for the mayor of the city of Crystal City, Missouri.
Thank you, ma'am.
Make a motion to adopt ordinance 1983-2025 on its first reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to accept Bill 1983-2025 on its first reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries.
Make a motion to read ordinance 1983-2025 on the second and final reading by title only.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, can I have the second and final reading of Bill 1983-2025 by title only, please?
Bill number
Thank-
Motion to accept ordinance 1983-2025 on its second and final reading by title only.
Second.
A motion has been made and seconded to approve Bill 1983-2025 on its second and final reading by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. I'll poll the council. Councilperson Bradley?
Yes.
Councilperson Kempfer?
Yes, sorry.
Thank you, sir. Councilperson Ginever?
Yes.
Councilperson Friedmeier?
Yes.
Councilperson Fisher?
Yes.
Councilperson Bailey?
Yes.
Councilperson Winkleman?
Yes.
Councilperson Massa? Thank you. Bill number 1983-2025 now becomes ordinance 1983-2025. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Thank you, ma'am. Moving on. Thank you guys for the ordinances. City Administrator's report, we have none. Jason worked diligently on the budget, and I'm sure you guys are aware of that. Moving on to the Mayor's report. I have a couple things. My newsletter will be going out in next month's water bill. Mr. Winkleman, you'll be proofreading that this week, so
Don't make any spelling errors.
well, he bails me out on that. So we'll get that handled. That'll go out, for the springtime newsletter. I am glad the budget is completed. This one's taken the most time since I've been involved with the city. I wanna thank Jason, I wanna thank the council, I wanna thank you, Mr. Cherry. We met for multiple Mondays with personnel issues and things of that nature, and, getting the restructured handled. We've made great strides for the city, I believe, and, I just wanna thank you guys here because it's your personal time that you guys are spending, and I think we did a good job, so I wanted to thank you for that. Does anybody in the audience wish to speak on anything today?
Can I ask a question about one of the ordinances?
You may. You got 2 minutes.
It's about the, 1982-2025. Is the pay connected to attendance as well? Like after a certain number of absences, does that increase?
We do not have a pay, or we don't have an ordinance saying how many times in consecutive that they have to show up or anything, but it is just as council pay. So, it's a good question. Yeah, absolutely. All right, anybody else? Couple things. I wanna welcome Lexi Grove to the front office after being short-staffed for a while. Lexi Grove will, basically she'll be a great asset to Crystal City, I feel. She'll help us with our social media outreach, so we're gonna have a couple things going out. You will not see Jason on TikTok, but you will. Lexi will be pushing out our digital campaign on certain things just to be more visible on stuff, so I'm excited when she gets, rolling. And then, next month, we're gonna redo our dog bite ordinance. We've had some issues, and we are making it, quite a bit more strict. Our town is a walkable town. We have people from out of town coming in just to walk in our streets, and, there's the issues with these dogs needs to, come to a head. So we are looking into making that much stricter to where it protects our residents and just the public in general. So Robert's on that. So we will have an ordinance next month if everything goes smoothly. We should have that. And that is all I have. So, moving on to roundtable council comments. Councilperson Bradley.
I don't have anything tonight.
Thank you, sir. Councilperson Kempfer. Councilperson Ginever. All righty. My goodness. Hey, we're doing good. Councilperson Friedmeier.
No, I have nothing.
Councilperson Fisher.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything now.
Councilperson Bailey.
Well, I am gonna say something.
All right.
I had a couple neighbors come by and thank me very much for the way that the, yard trash is being picked up on all days after these storms, with the limbs down and everything. They've really been appreciated how quickly the guys got around. Also, I had one comment that all the city workers seem to be very friendly. They all wave at them, and that they feel good about that. So, I want
That's
that
good.
to be on the record.
Absolutely. I like those. Councilperson Winkleman.
Yeah, I like that too. I thought the city workers just waved at me. I'm glad to know they wave at everybody else, but I'm talked through lots of ordinances, but didn't mention anything when, Jason's contract, and just wanted to say, I take it as a vote of confidence, at least from my standpoint, the job that you're doing, always is responsive, all city workers, responsible, Jason, I'll say especially thank you. All the budget meetings that we had, all the questions, 3 times this month going through those budget meetings, always had the answers or would look for the answers, and just want to say, I appreciate the job that you're doing too. And Mr. Cherry as well. Mr. Cherry was in all those meetings as well, and lots of good discussion throughout this budget. It's, that you don't have a report is not a surprise, because that budget work was a lot of work, and I appreciate it.
No, very well. Ms. Masso? Treasurer Cherry? Nothing, sir? All righty. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.